Okay, we are live. And everybody can hear us, by the way. I usually just let this play and kind of start talking during the beginning. I'm here with the cast and crew of Big Mamas, the musical. Excited to talk to them. And let's just skip to the next scene here. We'll ease this thing down. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, Internet World? Thank you guys for joining us today. This is my podcast, Noah's Groovecast. Like I said, I'm excited to be here today with the cast and crew of Big Mamas, the musical, and to get to talk to them about what it's like to put on a musical, what this is all about, when it's happening, how everybody got involved, and all that kind of stuff. And thank you again for joining us today. Noah's Groovecast tomorrow, we have Jericho from LA. And for those of you that follow me, you know that I used to be out in LA. And Jericho, aka James Castillo, I used to do the open mic scene with him, years back. And I'm really excited to have him on and catch up with him and see what he's been up to. I know he's been really active out there in recent years. And so without any further ado, let's bring the cast and crew on. Yes, I got the right one. What's up, you guys? How are y'all doing?
Hello there.
How you doing?
Welcome to my studio. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm excited to get to talk to you guys. And
Absolutely.
So we have on. Let's see if I point here. This is Rose. This is Samelia. And do you prefer to go by Sam or do you prefer to go by Samelia?
It doesn't matter. Most folk, Sam, Samelia.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, a lot of people don't even know my name is Samelia. So
Okay.
either way, it's fine.
And then we have Delita over here. And Eugene's over here. You'll see a little bit of him in a little bit. I thought I had Eugene on this. That's why. Well, Eugene's right here. I've got two different scenes. I set up two scenes and I clicked on the there we go. What's up, Eugene? All right. So you remember Delita from the podcast maybe a couple weeks ago, it would have been, something like that. And Eugene with Sensational Vibes like about a week before that. And so they are both participating in Big Mama's the Musical. And I am going to be talking mainly to Samelia today because you wrote the thing.
Okay. Yes.
So let me ask you. Well, I've got a question here about just how did you get into theater and kind of what? Yeah, let's start.
Ooh.
This is the big one. Hey, that was the latest question.
Okay. Well.
Sorry.
Well,
Yep.
I was bitten by theater bug. Oh my goodness. At 8, 9 years old. No, younger than that. At 5 years old. Now that I think about it, I had an auntie that was a soloist, and when I was 5 years old, she had a concert. And at 5, I had on my little, Mary Jane shoes and my little socks with the frills on it. And she invited me up on the stage to take her bow with her. And the people thought I was so cute. At 5, I was. And I took a bow with her for her curtain call. I've been smitten ever since. So that's how it started.
Okay.
But since then, I've gone on. I was theater major at Florida State. And I cut my teeth at Freedom Theater in Philadelphia under the tutelage of John Allen. And since before then, I've been writing. My main thing is I love the stage. I love the stage. I love to perform. I love to take you on a journey in your head.
What is it about the stage?
I'm an attention junkie.
Yeah. There's an element, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real, okay?
Yeah.
I'm an attention junkie, all right? And the applause and being able to make folk laugh and smile and take them with me on my story journeys, that's the best drug in the world.
Mm-mm.
So yes, that's how it started, and here I am now, in my golden years, doing what I love.
So how long have you been writing? So were you in the early stages? Were you primarily on stage doing engaged in that way, and
Yeah,
then was there a point at which you transitioned to writing, or has it kind of been
I've been writing since
interspersed?
I
Yeah.
was about 13.
Okay. Wow.
And back in, Lord have mercy, probably before all y'all was born, when I was 13 years old in 1969, 70, they integrated the schools. See, listen at y'all. Y'all even know, y'all was a twinkle in your daddy's eye back then. All of y'all. But anyway, um, they integrated the schools. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. They integrated the schools, and I wrote it was a huge thing, lots of news coverage, lots of, conversation at the kitchen table around everybody's houses and such. And the first year they integrated the teachers, the second year they integrated the students. And I wrote a play for us to help transition to that. And I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was this. It was all of us there. The county wanted to use it, and it became a thing. It became a thing, and once again, being the attention junkie that I am, it just kind of kept going. And since then, oh my goodness, I've written about 15, maybe 20 different plays. So skits, plays, poems, yeah.
That sounds like a lot to me. It's like yeah. I mean, those I couldn't hardly wrap my head around writing one.
But I like it. I like it. I like it, and I get lost, and I travel down a rabbit hole, and next thing you know, I'm at the curtain call.
So what compels you? What compels you to write a play? Is there usually some specific inspiration, a specific kind of thing that you want to accomplish with the play? Is it just kind
Sometimes.
of sometimes?
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's a message. It's a message that only that vehicle can accomplish.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a message where it's in my spirit, it's in my soul, and the only way that I can sleep, the only way that I can function is to get it out and get it on paper and get it in my computer, because I got around my house, and if you go through my car, it's all these little pieces of paper with all kind of ideas. I've got so many books with journals with ideas for a show. I've got some shows that are finished. I got a couple in the can. I call it in the can, that I finished. It's done. It's over. It's got light cues on it. It's got director instruction. It's got everything on it. And then I've got others that are just outlines that I have not put the script to yet. The story is there, but the script is not finished. I've got
Okay.
some that I got a title, and that's it.
Now, with this one, you not only wrote this, but you're also producing it, correct?
I am directing.
You're
Producer
directing it,
is Lady in
producing,
White
yeah.
Productions.
Right. So you're directing it. And how long have you been directing? Is that something you've had your foot in for a long time as well?
No, as a
Okay.
matter of fact, I did
Yeah.
not start directing until about 2008. I was, like I say, I love this.
Okay.
I love the wood, and I had a director I was in Jacksonville, and I had a director, Tenise Williams, at the Ritz Theater in Jacksonville in La Villa, and Tenise was the director for a show that I was doing. I was stage manager for her, and they were doing a show that they do every year called Majiggin. And Tenise said, they asked her to do it, and she said, I can't. But she told the writer, she said, but I got somebody that can handle this for you. And sure enough, the lady called me, we got together, we contracted and all that stuff. And that was my 2008 was the first time that I really just went out to direct other people. I mean, I had did one-woman shows that were my own,
Yeah.
but never to direct a cast. And, I knew what needed to happen, but I had never
That's so cool.
jumped out there. And since then, I've jumped out there, and I am very grateful to Denise and all of them. Yes, we did Majiggin. That was the name of it.
Majiggin.
Yes.
What was that about?
Majiggin was
Yeah.
about slavery years, and Anna, and it was about how the slave master, he loved her, he fell in love with her, they married, and how she had come over on the slave ship and how they fell in love and how she had baby, and it was just the whole 9 yards of, and it was based on historical fact as well.
Okay, so when you got into directing, did you enjoy it right off the cuff? Is it something you wanted to keep doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it right off the cuff because what was so cool is you will go from audition, and this is what I tell Cass. You can go from audition to curtain call. There is no way, and what I say and what I've said to cast members, there is no way that you can go from audition to curtain call and you do not find yourself a better you at that curtain call. By the time the curtain call
Yeah.
comes, I have allowed you, I have encouraged you, I have allowed you to find pieces of you that you didn't even know was there, and I have helped you to discover things about you that was maybe hidden, that you hadn't addressed, and all kinds of things. I mean, there's no way that you can just do character
Yeah.
development and after doing character development, not parallel that with yourself, because there's an ending, there's a solution.
Yeah.
So that being the case, there's no way that you can go through audition with me to curtain call with me
Yeah.
and not be a better you.
That's such a cool point. That's such a cool point. Yeah, for me there's a parallel with music, where whenever I'm performing a song, I go through a transformational experience.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm actually singing it and I'm not just going through the motions, then that's what part of what makes it actually interesting for anybody to watch. Yeah, is because I actually am going through a process of actually thinking about these things, and it's transforming me in, like, right there. Not everybody's all the time everyone's aware of it, but
Right.
but it is.
Okay.
But
they enjoy what they see.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
give
They
them a
can
gift.
yes.
And you bless them with a gift.
Yeah.
And so that's the same thing with
Yeah, yeah.
theater. Is you bless them with an opportunity to kind of, because they may be having issues. They may be
Yeah,
having
yeah.
stuff going on. We did a show. When did we do Real Woman Blues? A couple years ago?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Okay, and it was a couple years, and when we did that show came back with people saying to me, that was me, okay, and that show talked about incest, it talked about domestic violence, it talked about falling in love, it talked about all kinds of things, as far as from a woman's perspective, and I had women come and say, that was me. That was me. You said what I felt and did not have the words to articulate. So for me, that was it. That was amazing for people to be able to relate that way. So I was happy.
It's healing.
Yes.
It's healing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about the Big Mamas and
Yes.
the inspiration behind it, and maybe you can just tell a little bit about it, what it is, and why people should come see it.
Big
Yeah.
Mamas the musical it takes place during Jim Crow years. It takes place during vaudeville years, and we bring it on up to late 50s, 60s. Okay, and it focuses, much of it focuses on Charleston and what it was like. So what it was like during those years in Charleston. One of the things you want to do when at least for myself, when I write a show, is the audience should leave knowing something that they did not know before they bought their ticket. Okay, and if the cast knows it, guess what? They can translate that to the audience. There are things like the Green Book that people don't even know what it was. There are things that have primarily we're focusing on Jenkins Orphanage and many of the wonderful things that Jenkins Orphanage did. And we tell that story. We tell the story of what it was like being in Charleston and the Charleston-Harlem connection.
Okay.
There was a connection that happened there during those Renaissance years for many, many Black entertainers. And what I say to Cast is you must always remember to breathe the period. Okay? You got to breathe the period. During the period that we are focusing on, there was lynchings. There was black folk were being disrespected so bad during those years. Not only that, but you had to maintain your dignity and respect and self-awareness and self-esteem and all those positives that allow integrity, all those positives that allow you to be the best person you can possibly be. Not just best black person, but best person you can possibly be. So we tell that, we talk about that. We allow our audience to travel with us during those years. And some of the characters are from history. We got Ella Fitzgerald. We have Ida Cox. We have Fanny, Amanda Brown. We have Butterbean and Susie. And they are able to tell the story of what it was like to be on the TOBA during those years, to be on that vaudeville circuit. And many people, they probably heard about the Chitlin circuit, okay? And we talk about the Chitlin circuit, and Billie Holiday is there, and what we do is we bring them alive. Okay, I realize that they're gone, but their spirit still lives with us. And we bring them alive and allow their spirits to exist and hang out with us for a couple of hours and let the audience enjoy their music for a couple of hours.
Well, I'm sold.
So, yes.
That was great. Let's talk about I guess the casting a little bit. And I'm
Okay.
One angle that I'm really interested to talk to you about it, or just to ask you about is, well, let me ask you this: how many plays have you put on in Charleston?
Oh, wow. 9?
Dang, I didn't. Yeah.
9? It's I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's yeah.
When you say about 9, maybe
Okay.
about 9. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things, so I got to sort of be a fly on the wall a little bit with what I think is the last one that you did, which was White Choices.
No, we did one since White
since then?
Choices.
Okay.
We did the last one we did was Broken Chains and Things.
Okay.
But yes, White Choices was stellar.
and I just remember like watching how everybody worked together. Like some of what it was very much like it almost had like an element of, I don't know if I want to say church to it. I remember there was like a group prayer. The way everyone was really, really connected and invested in it, it was really, really cool to watch. And I think that for sure translated to the stage. And I thought personally, that the performances were wonderful. I really thought,
you.
I don't know what to expect. I'm not like a theater aficionado or somebody that's constantly going out and seeing it. But it exceeded my expectations, and I thought it was just such a wonderful thing to watch, because I felt like everyone really, really wanted to be a part of it and wanted to communicate something, and they really invested their whole self into it. I didn't think, and to me, that's just the best. That's the best. It's such a wonderful thing to watch. So, I guess. So I'm excited for this, but it also makes me want to ask you. I mean, the other angle that I think is so cool is how you bring so many different people together to come together and create something. And so I guess that's casting.
True. True.
And so it supports. You give people opportunities. You give people and everybody needs it. And you're creating those for people. So I think that's really cool. I guess those are some statements, and that's just for me as an artist, as somebody that started out and had a hard time figuring out where I needed to go or what I needed to do and all that. It's just cool to see other people creating opportunities and extending those and supporting and nurturing other people. So let me ask you about casting. How do you go about finding different people and who you get involved, and is there
Charleston has a lot of talent.
Okay.
Charleston has a lot of talent. There are folk here that are just so talented. I mean, they a lot of times they don't know where their niche is, but by the time I finish, the reason why they laughing is because they know. By the time we're able to do some exercise, do some exercises, and discover just what makes you click, and discover just what makes you happy, and bring some joy, and bring some transparency. And what I say
Don't
is,
forget about that research you always have us doing.
yeah, yeah. You gotta
Yes,
know you gotta
yes.
know your character, and I do. I'm big on character development. Okay, you
Yeah.
got to give your character a story.
Right.
This is just a piece, a cut in time of who your character is and what they do, and you got to recognize that. So they had a story before you hit the stage, and they're gonna have a story when you leave. But so they have got to be able to develop that. Okay, develop. So, and I do. I asked the question. So, did your character where they grew up at? You don't know. What you mean you don't know? You got to know. That's you. Where they grew up at. Okay. With the other brothers and sisters. I mean, there's just a whole plethora of questions that I ask, and a lot of times I will say, y'all know, I will say, okay, you don't have to tell me, but make me believe it. Okay. And there's one statement that they get sick of me saying. Y'all know what it is. Go ahead.
I don't believe you. That's right.
That's the one. Eugene laughing.
That is it.
Yes. I don't believe. No, make me believe it. No. That's not what. No, make me believe it. Because if I don't believe it, then the audience is not going to believe you. So make me believe you. Make me believe you. Make me know that you are who you say you are. Make me know that the story that you're telling, you understand that story. Make me know that the person that you're standing, the character, because you stand in that person's shoes. I just had last week, y'all, when you come to rehearsal, bring the shoes that you're going to be performing in. I just did that last week. Okay? Yeah. Bring the shoes you're going to be performing in. Because when you stand in your shoe, I walk a whole lot different in 3-inch heels. Even if it's the big girl, my feet hurt walk. I walk a whole lot different in my dress-up shoes than I do my Chucks. So bring the shoes you're going to be performing in so that you can walk, that character can walk in those shoes. I do a character called Miss Lily. Okay, that's my character. And when I do Miss Lily, I got these boots that I wear when I do Miss Lily. Okay, I don't wear them boots unless I'm on stage being Miss Lily. So it's you when you stand in your shoes. I always talk about grown man shoes. Okay, I got my own opinions and ideas about grown men's shoes. Okay.
Okay.
And grown men stand in a different shoe than boys. I don't care if the boy wears size 15. A grown man gonna walk in them shoes a whole lot different than a 13-year-old boy. They don't have the same respect. Number one, because probably mama had to buy them. But it's a whole thing for grown men. How grown men walk. And how grown men carry themselves than a 13-year-old boy. The shoe size may be the same, but it's not. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't. So what I teach is, and what I try and show is, when you leave and when you've been on a show that I've done, that you're able to grow. I want you to have some personal growth, not just personal growth, but I want you to be able to your stage presence. And there's some things in your that will take your career to another level. And I don't know, call it the spiritual side of me, but I just think God gave me that gift to do that. Okay, I just said a couple weeks ago, I love being on stage. I love it. I love to perform. I love it. But that's not my gift. That's a talent that God blessed me with. That's not my gift. My gift is in writing and directing. That's what I think God has done as far as my gift is concerned. And when you standing in your gift and you're working in your gift, then it's going to be fun, and you're going to get the fulfillment, and you're going to get the favor, and you're going to get the blessing. And we have never done a bad show. And I tell them, we're going to produce Broadway quality. Now that's what's going to happen. I don't ask you to try. No, you ain't going to try. No. You are going to give us Broadway quality. People are going to buy tickets, and they're going to come, and they are going to walk away with, wow, I cannot believe that this kind of quality is taking place right here in Charleston, South Carolina. It is.
You said something a moment ago about talent and gift that I wanted to ask them about. Is that when you were first starting out, you weren't directing, but you were writing. You were writing. But was there a point in time, like, did you once think that maybe being on the stage was your talent? Because I'm not trying to say,
no.
You know what I mean? Was there a point in time where you thought that was your gift?
Yes. Yes.
And so do you feel like there was a time where you realized that wasn't, or that you became more aware of what your true gift was? They're related.
I became aware of what my true gift was when I started to see others take on some of what I've tried to impart and allow them to grow. That's how I knew where my gift lied. Okay. Yes, I love being on stage. I love spoken word venues, and I write poetry. So to be able to do that, and I think is absolutely awesome. But no, I fully believe that my gift is in writing and directing.
It's a neat thing for anybody that's on an artistic path of trying to know. Sometimes you can be so focused or so certain that this is the one, but you haven't gotten deep enough yet, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you're not rooted enough in yourself, and you start to understand. You're just distracted on some level. But okay, let's bring in Rose and Delita. And Rose, can you tell me a little bit about your character and how you got involved in this? What it's like working with Samilia?
Well, my character is Ella Fitzgerald. Sam is the one who brought me into for the casting this part. I've done other shows with her before. The main one was, I believe, is When I First Remember.
Yeah, that's how we started.
One there, And Ella Fitzgerald, and just the interactions that she had on stage, behind stage, dealing with her co-cast, her other people that she was singing with, her interactions with them, and the ups and downs, and not getting paid right. So that's the person that I'm portraying on stage.
And what's the process been like, or how have you? And I was gonna say, have you enjoyed it? That's kind of a weird question, but I'm getting some weird comments. Sorry, I'm distracted. Okay, it's not. It's all right. What's it been like being a part of it? How's it been developing your character?
I love it. That's why I do it. I absolutely love it, and I love her being my director. I remember when I first started with her, I couldn't wait until she critiqued me so I can please say something so I can be better. I enjoyed it. So when she does ask me, yes, I want to be part of it. She's tough because she wants it to be correct, and she wants us to look good, and have a great show and whatnot. So if you do what she says and follow, her directions, it'll come out great. It always has since I've been working with her. I enjoy it.
And what drew you to the stage?
I'm sorry?
What drew you to the stage?
Actually, it's the producer, Lady in White. Lady in White. Queen Atterbury. When I moved down here from Chicago, I was doing a couple plays and stuff like that in my church up there. And as soon as I came down here, she pulled me in, just like that, pulled me in. Yeah. And from that moment on, I've been, hanging with them and doing different shows and stuff. Yeah.
And Delita, what about you? Who are you playing?
I am playing Amanda. She's also called Fanny. if you come, you'll kind of see why they started to call her Fanny. Yeah, she's kind of like the leader of the group. She's on a different level mentally. The other ones always is kind of, well, I don't want to say drinking, but bickering and talking about this. But my character is, she's a visionary. She's like a few steps ahead of them. You know, so she's not really concerned about the things that they're concerned about. She's trying to get them to a different place.
Okay.
Yeah, to better. Yeah.
All right. And how, is this something that you've? I mean, the way I know you primarily is through comedy. Have you been? Is this something you've been doing for a while now, or is this kind of a new venture for you? Or
actually, Big Mamas was my first play back in 2018.
Okay.
I'd practiced for a play prior to that, but it didn't, go through to production or whatever. So when I was in Atlanta, Georgia. But when I came back to Charleston, my friend told me about the audition for Big Mamas, and yeah, that was my first time. I remember.
Really?
I remember Miss Sam being so intimidating, just sitting there. And I was like, I'm just gonna try it, whatever. If my parents let me. So, like I said, I was working on a play in Atlanta, Georgia. So I used my part that I had practiced for that play, and I auditioned with that. So, yeah, it turned out pretty good, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So I got into the play. So yeah, Big Mamas is special to me because it was my first play I ever I was in. So.
And since then, wow.
Yeah, since then
We've done a few.
Come a long way.
Yeah, we've done a few. Wow. Okay.
And I'm finding some connections with theater, acting, and stand-up comedy. There are connections. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just ask you to follow up on that. Just maybe what do you think? A few of those.
One, and this is being quite transparent. One thing is for me. I am quite introverted, so
no kidding.
Yeah. For those that don't know out there,
See, the leader said,
in TV land,
she said
No
that
kidding.
before, but I mean I believe it, but at the same time I'm like I don't see that's not the leader that I see. But Sam, you say she is, for sure she is.
I would like to hear more about that.
No. Okay. We had to help Delita hug.
Okay.
Remember that? Okay.
Okay.
Because Delita.
So that's one of the things I was going to say.
Okay. Go ahead.
I had to help her
connecting
hug today.
Look at it. Just being more vulnerable with my character, but even in my personal life, just being more open. So and that you have to be vulnerable as a comedian, as an actress to get the message across. So I'm like, whoa.
It's that vulnerability that people connect to, right? It's a really important part, right? You don't have to be like vulnerable all the time, but if you aren't at some point, probably vulnerable. But so when and I can ask this question that I got here about how much of you would you say is in your character? Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to broach a question of like the vulnerability. Is it because it actually is parts of you that's coming through?
Yes.
And so how? Yeah. Would you? I guess again.
I don't know how to answer that
It's
one.
is that a?
What is the question?
It's
The
not
question is how
formulated
mu-
well.
Yeah.
go ahead.
How much of Delita is in Amanda / Fanny?
Right.
Okay. Because there have been occasions when I have said, I see Delita. No.
Okay.
I need to see Fanny. And it's not so much the lines as it is the motivation and the spirit that allows the lines to come out. And every now and then, somebody will get their personals confused and they will show up versus their character showing up. And, I'll pump the brakes. Nope, I don't believe it. No. Rewind and let's do it again. And yeah, but I can say for both of these ladies who I have worked with multiple shows, the reason why I like working with them, and if y'all don't, and I realize folk in TV land are not gonna hear this, and we're gonna keep this a secret, and that is that they are directable and flexible. If you have somebody that's not directable and flexible, then no, you can't work with me. Go somewhere else. go do Tyler Perry. I mean, go do something. I'm only kidding. Only kidding. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta be directable and you gotta
100%.
be flexible. And then what you do is you take your directability and your flexibility and you wrap it all in a bow of transparency. Now we got something to work with.
Yeah.
Now we got something that will allow us to put that Broadway quality on stage. And the venue where we are, I love the venue because it's very intimate and the audience is going to be, just, they're going to feel like they're, in the on the set with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I love the venue.
That's you were just saying. I just lost it. You were that. It just completely slipped my mind. I had to, and then it just went out. All right. Let's. Yeah. I was. Let me bring Eugene on. Let me get you on. I think I set up. Not that one here. Here we go. Let's do that.
Along with what Sam was saying about Amanda/Fanny, I also see in the question that you asked, what are attributes that you have as the leader that coincide with attributes that Amanda has?
All right.
And like you said earlier, she's a visionary. You're a visionary.
Yes, absolutely.
I received. That's true.
So and she's 2 steps ahead of the people that she's leading. You're a leader.
Okay.
You have to be 2 steps ahead of the people that you're leading. So that's what happens, and that's what I see. Knowing and have been knowing you for this long time, I see that in you. So. But that's all. That's what I want to say about that. Yeah, but
Amen.
yeah.
It came back to me about how you were talking about sort of you need people to be coachable, or you need, and I just kind of wanted to ask you about that. It's like negotiating a relationship. How is that a tough thing whenever you're working with new people for the first time? Is sort of establishing that relationship where they can, or is it you feel like it's mainly just whoever? Is it a relationship that you have to cultivate, or is it more just the individual that you happen to be working with?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because this show, ordinarily, you may have, in the shows that we've done, these 9-10 shows that Lady in White have done, we've had maybe one person or, that was a newbie, okay, that had never done it before. And after that one time, they become bitten.
Yeah.
And they, next thing you know, they become, it's like a vampire. They got bit.
Yeah.
And so now they right there with us. Okay. And they become an attention junkie like the rest of us. and this time we have, 3 newbies, which is a lot because I think 3.
Yeah, I think 3.
Yeah, because we got, Xavier's not new.
Yeah.
But this is his first time working with us, with Lady in White. But Jerica is
Mr. Mays.
and Richard Mays. Yeah, they're both new. They've never done it before. And what is so cool is they've never done it before, but folk will come to see the show and they will walk away. And I know I've done my job when folk can walk away and say, what have you done before? Where other shows have you been? Whatever. And they have to say, well, I've never done this before. And people are like, oh, really? Oh my gosh, I never would have thought. Okay, and then I know that I have done what I've needed to do and I've done my job well.
Is there an aspect to being brand new that sometimes there's an advantage in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
right?
you don't have no bad habits.
Yeah.
You don't have no bad habits, and I can say to you,
Yep.
I need you to be transparent. I need you to be directable.
Yeah.
You listen to what I say. You do what I tell you to do. And in doing so, you see the character grow. You see the person grow. I've had, folk that was in the show come back and say to me, Miss Sam, I just can't believe, like I had, when we did, it was the first Big Mamas we did. One of the young ladies, Deja, her mom, her mother, it was her first time too. The first Big Mamas we did, Deja Pope. It was her first time, and her mother came up to me after the show, and she said to me, "I don't know what you did to my daughter, but she says, I sat there and I did not recognize my child." She said, "I don't know what you did." She said, "But whatever it was good." She said it was good, but I didn't recognize her. So I'm like, wow, for your mother to say that, that's huge.
It goes back a little bit to when we were talking about like the transformational experience. And I forgot to say it back then, but I just want to shout out to like anybody that's ever interested in getting into theater or really any kind of art form. That is one of the great benefits of it. And that's, I guess, on some level, when it's at its best, it can be so much more than you might think it is. I just think it's a cool, even if you just want to do it, you don't want to do it as a hobby, it can be so rewarding. So I just wanted to throw that out to everybody. Let's take it to back to just to Big Mamas. Maybe you could tell, is this funny? Is it serious? Is it adventurous? I don't know. Is it what kind
All
of
of the above.
All of the above.
Say the same.
Yeah, all of the above. You come to see Big Mamas, you're going to see some adventure. You're going to see some funny. Okay, you're going to see some serious, very serious issues, very serious concerns. You're going to see happy. You're going to see pure joy. You're going to see a sisterhood. You're going to see many things that you, as audience member, will be able to relate to as yourself. Okay, you're going to be able to see a lot of that. I am very interested in some of our seniors that will come, and the first time, because this is our second time doing Big Mamas. We did Big Mamas back in 2018, and my mother was at the first one, and the music just took her back. Okay, she was just, oh my gosh, she could, all the Ella Fitzgerald music and all the, she was blown away. And I am so excited when folk can leave there singing some of the tunes they heard in the show. And that says that they enjoyed themselves. So yes, you're all of the above. You're going to see some action. You're going to see some suspense. Yeah, and lots of funny moments, lots of laughter, lots of laughter.
Let me ask you: do you tend to, or do you usually do musicals, or you do all sorts of different things? I guess that would be the first question. The other one, I'm specifically interested in musicals. Is there a reason particularly that you choose to do a musical? I don't know if that's...
Well, it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm writing a show right now.
Yeah.
I'm just about done writing it. And there's no music in this show, okay? I have written others where there's I got a couple in the can right now where there's no music in them. It's all according to what the characters require and what comes out of them. Sometimes there's no music there. There is serious and there's not so serious, and I mean it's all according to what sparks my creative juices, I guess.
Let me just ask you about the title "Big Mamas." Where does the title come? Where does the name come from?
I can't tell you that without telling you. It's kind of hard to tell you that without giving away some of the plot. But Big Mamas,
it's okay.
I can't. It's
leave
kind of
it a
hard to
mystery.
do that. Yeah, you gotta come to the show to see why it's called Big Mamas.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta come to the show to see that.
What kind of person will enjoy the show?
Everybody. I think everybody will. There's something for the young at heart, and something for seniors, and something for the story for somebody that's starting to on their career path. There's a little bit for everybody.
All right, and what will the audience be thinking about in the car as they drive home after the show?
Let me see. Help me formulate the answer for that. Okay, they will be thinking about. I want them to think about how Charleston and that Harlem connection is so prevalent in today's artistry. Okay, when you look at because in the very beginning I told you there is lots of talent in Charleston, and to be able to, there will be a little bit of a connection as to that Charleston and that Harlem connection, and I think that is one of the things that they will get a chance to see a lot of.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into it with Eugene a little bit. The music side of things. So you're headed up the music side of things, and maybe you could just talk about what it's a little bit about what it's been like. What is it involved to do the music for a musical?
Well,
Or for this one specifically.
for this one specifically, it's been all of them have been fun. This one here has been extremely fun as well, because the cast. I think the cast, they love it. They like what's going on, and they can see themselves in the music. They see themselves in their character, and when I talk to people and I tell them about Big Mamas, I tell them exactly what you stated, Sam, about how music. It's about the music and how it traveled from Charleston up the coast to New York in the during the Harlem Renaissance, and not only just up there, but back
down again, right?
And even probably even further down into the lower states, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana,
Absolutely.
Alabama,
Absolutely.
all of those places, Mississippi.
Absolutely.
Because those states have been affected by jazz and blues and
right.
all kinds of things, and even like gospel. Gospel music has been affected by jazz, blues, spirituals. So it's been fun doing this because I get to put not only my gospel roots into work, I get to put my degree into work because I went to Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, for music. Not many people know that, but I have a bachelor's degree in piano performance. So it helps me to grow as a musician, grow as an up and coming. I don't like using this word, but I'm gonna use it anyway.
What?
I'm gonna use this word.
I'm
I'm gonna use this
Okay.
word.
Let
Up
him
and coming artist.
Okay.
Yeah, up and coming artist.
Sound like to me you already had to come up, but okay.
Bless him. I received that. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it's done for me, and let me just tell you how I got introduced to Sam. You all are church brothers and sisters, right, Dwayne? Yeah. So they go to the same church. The bass player for the play, Dwayne Branch. I played with him on it was a group I think it was about 2 or 3 years before the first Big Mama's play. And he called me one day. He was like, "Hey man, listen, you want to play something? You want to play on the play, a musical, yada yada." I was like, "Yeah, man, yeah." So he said, "You got to be here at this such and such a time," and yada yada yada. So I went downtown to Old Bethel Church. That place is nice. But anyway, I went there and met Sam. And like the leader said earlier, I looked at Sam. I was like, "This lady don't play around." Not that Not that I wouldn't be on my P's and Q's, because I was raised right. But you can look at people. It's like she's like, listen.
Oh gosh.
But anyway, you can see it. But I respect her talent. I respect her gift. I respect Lady in White Productions. I love them. Everything that they've done that I've been a part of has been, in my opinion, stellar. And we could take it on the road. I'm speaking that into existence.
I know that's
take
right.
that on the road.
I know that's right.
Okay. So I hope I'm answering your question.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Okay, cool.
I mean, that was awesome. Even if it didn't, that was I like that better. So let's okay. Let's see. At least I got to ask you one more thing about it. Okay. Let's see. Well, maybe we could just do the song. You guys think you're ready for the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
So Rose is gonna sing a song, and Eugene's gonna play some piano, and let me switch the frame here, and
All right.
get this.
Good job.
Okay.
Summer time and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, why there's a nothing can harm you with mama and daddy standing by. Ba-da-da-da-ba, da-da-ba-da-ba-ba, da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba, summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mom's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can hold you with mama and daddy. Mama and daddy. Mama and daddy. Standing by.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nicely done. Woo. That was good stuff. All right. Hey, Rose. We're gonna maybe close it out here. I want to switch back to the other camera. I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
take a seat again. And so let's go. Man, here we do this like this. All right. So you guys just heard that. That was killer, Rose. Way to go.
Thank
that sounded
you.
great. And Eugene. And so let's say okay, show dates. Go get some tickets.
Yes, please.
The show dates are May 24th, May 25th, the 31st, May 31st, June 1st, June 7th, and June 8th. So once again, that's May 24th, 25th, and 31st, and June 1st, 7th, and 8th. What's the name of the venue? Where's
It's
this at?
the Pearl Theater. It's 1401 Sam Rittenberg, right next to the Big Lot where the Publix is right there in West Ashley. That's where it is. The Pearl Theater.
Okay.
Is where we are.
And you can get tickets online at City Paper
Paper.
Tickets and Eventbrite. Is there anything else that folks should know before they go buy their tickets?
Please buy your ticket and come see us
Get your tickets.
In advance.
in advance.
Bring your friends
because
and
it is-
family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because tickets are selling, and we fully expect sold out shows. So yes, we need you to get your tickets now.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in today. It was a pleasure to get to hang out with you guys and talk about this with y'all. I think I'm gonna go get some tickets.
Okay,
I think I'm
sounds
gonna
like
get
a
some
plan to me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys, everybody out there, for tuning in with us, hanging out with
Thank
us,
you.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
We are out.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right now.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna chat on the head because I gotta go for the church.
Okay, and I think I'm blocking you because I'm in the jet right